Hello, traders. Welcome to Trade Forex with Gabe. And this is the weekly Forex forecast for July 3rd through to July the 7th. As always, we'd like to start off by looking at the economic calendar to see exactly what the week holds for us. And we begin from Monday. We will have CPI data coming out for Swiss franc. And then we will see an important news coming out from the US. That's the ISM manufacturing PMI. And on Tuesday, very important news, we will be seeing rate decisions coming out from the Reserve Bank of Australia. And we will be analyzing exactly. So there are some interesting pairs on this, but because of the interest rate decision, we will be analyzing exactly how to trade this market come Tuesday. On Wednesday, pretty much a clear week, but then we'll have FOMC minute coming up, but this is not the one we expect to really move the market. On Thursday, we will see ADP non-farm employment change, and then another ISM services PMI coming out on Thursday. Very important news for the US dollar. And then on Friday, we have NFP, which will come out for the US, and also employment change data for the Canadian dollar. So very interesting week. US dollar, for now, I'm still staying away from it because of we haven't really had much of a movement on the US dollar based on the currency strength index. Well, we will be looking at that in a moment. So you see that the dollar is still coming out almost neutral at 0.4, not much volatility in it. So for me, I still stay away from this market. You see that a lot of the pairs are squeezing in, not much of an opportunity in the market, okay? If you look at the comparative analysis, let's compare the data as compared to the previous week. You will see that we have data, we have lesser and lower volatility, Swiss franc, Great Britain pounds, Canadian dollar, everything is squeezing in. This is one of the reasons is because we just entered a new quarter, half of the year, and there will be a lot of profit taking. So traders, you will do well to be careful about what do you call it now? You will be careful to see a lot of correction in the market. So today's analysis is going to take all of that into cognizance. So you will like to prepare for those massive or major corrections in the market. Well, but deriving what we should be looking at this week, we will be looking at Swiss franc. We still see Swiss franc, one of the best pairs, strongest pairs, moved from last week 2.0 to 2.4. We see Great Britain pound dropping from 2.2 to 1.6, but its net change is still very good, positive. Canadian dollar dropping from 2.7 to 1.2. And then I won't be considering euro so much. It's just there, 1.2, 1.2. Also dollar not moving so much from 0.2 negative to positive 0.4. Well, those of you that still want to trade it, why not? If you can find a good pair to pair it up with, fine and good. But then I'm focused more on New Zealand to the negative side, Australian dollar to the sell-off. And of course, again, we see Japanese yen on negative 6.5. This is really stretched. I will show you some of the setups, but I'm not a big fan. I've been sounding a warning that I won't be prioritizing my trades on JPY because we could see a snapback anytime. There could be a massive correction. But then let's look at what the market has for us. So let's look at my big trades for the week. Starting with GBP, JPY, we will be looking at it. Canadian dollar, JPY, I will be looking at Swiss franc, Japanese yen, and then Great Britain pound against Australian dollar. I'm looking to go long, but then don't forget we have an interest rate decision on Australian dollar on Tuesday, so you will do well to plan your trade around that. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, I'll be looking to go short, interest rate again. And Australian dollar, Swiss franc, I'll look to go short. Of course, there's interest rate decision on Australian dollar. Then we have GBP, NZD, I'll look to go long. NZD CAD, and NZD Swiss franc. These last three, for me, this would be my best trading pairs into the week. Okay, I like to stay away from JPY pairs, and of course, Australian dollar. Maybe anything after Tuesday interest rate decision, then I would like to, put them in my priority. But best trades for me into the week are these three: GBP, NZD, NZD CAD, and NZD Swiss franc. So stay to the last as we take all of these analytics one after the other. So let's jump in onto the charts and begin the week's job. So we're starting off with GBP Japanese yen, and I'm looking to go long on this. Last week, it didn't really move. We were long on this pair, but, well, it didn't really move that much. Gave us a little bit, 148 pips, but I was still long. This was one of the pairs we analyzed last week. So going into the week, I'm still long on this pair. But like I said, this is the end of last week. Last month was an end of a quarter, and we're just entering a new quarter. So we should expect some correction. So I've given those data. We could expect some massive correction into this area before we begin to see that rally. But then if you have your trading, because what I do here is to try to give you some direction to the market, but I'm not giving you any entry. So you can find for yourself exactly how you want to enter. So probably you like trading when price breaks above the high, and that's a good strategy, and you can use that as your entry. If price is able to break the high of last week, then you can look to enter that trade into the key level of 186.00. Okay, that's GBP JPY. So let's look at Canadian dollar Japanese yen, another interesting pair on Japanese yen. Okay, so CAD JPY last week, it was also one of the good trades we planned, but I gave you the level. Okay, price really touched that level, then dropped again. This is not one of my best pairs because a snapback could happen at any time, and we could see price really correcting. So I'm not going to look to put this as a priority, but in a case price begins to break the highs of last week, which I gave to you, we're able to achieve that target last week. Last week was about 11 pairs we analyzed, and it was a fantastic week for some of you that traded it. All 11 trades really all went to their targets or to their direction, giving you good number of pips. So this week, don't forget, we could have massive correction, but if price begins to break last week's high, then we're looking for further rally into the 110.35 level. Let's look at the next pair, which is Swiss franc Japanese yen. Swiss franc Japanese yen, there you are. Again, this was a pair we looked at last week. Now, it gave us some nice rally. It was unable to take out the last, our targets. Okay, you see, it fell short by just a few pips. But then anyone that traded this could have banked in at least 100 pips, although it moved 180 pips. So when price breaks, takes out the last high, then we can expect it to take out our target from last week. And this week, I'm pushing for price to, make further rallies into 163.00 level. That's Swiss franc Japanese yen, but Japanese yen is not one of my favorite because at any point we could begin to see those drops or those corrections. But then the market is generally bullish, so why not, follow the structure, follow what the market is saying. So let's go into Australian dollar pairs, and we'll start with GBP AUD. And in this pair, I'm looking to go long on it. Last week, this was an interesting pair for us last week, yeah? If you traded it, I said, let's look for price to take out the last high. And look at what we had. Market opened somewhere here, yes? And then we took out the last high, 168, 170 pips. Even this side price even moved even higher, about 236 pips was, achieved last week. So this week, taking into consideration, we could have some nice correction. So price could drop, but any drop into this area will give you a better risk to reward ratio. So that will be an opportunity to start looking for a long position. Or then you can also go down to your lower time frames and try to find those bearish patterns and try to trade the breakout from it. Okay, so whatever strategy you're using, mine is to try to give you a direction to trade this pair. So GBP AUD, nice pair, but then watch out for the interest rate, which could pull price into this region, this zone, and then you can begin to look for buying opportunities into the last high, taking out this one, but ultimately we're looking for price to rally up to 1.9239 level. GBP AUD. All right. Next one is Australian dollar card, AUD card. That there it is. So AUD card, I'm looking to go short on this, and it came out good from last week. Okay, last week we traded this pair. Okay, this is we traded this pair. So I'm looking for price again to make it to the last low, but then interest rate decision could cause this price, to snap back towards this zone. But then it's still a good opportunity for us to look for selling opportunity. So don't forget, this is an interest rate decision. In one big swipe, price can rally up to this level. And then from there, we can start looking to go short on this pair. So the distance is really massive. So it will give us a really nice selling opportunity. If interest rate decision could push it up here, then we start selling down to 0.8740 level. Next on the list is Australian dollar, Swiss franc. Australian dollar, Swiss franc, there it is. Yes, this was a fantastic trade last week. Some of you that traded it, but well, it fell short hitting our target. Our target is this way, that's 0.5870. So we were able to achieve about 72 pips into the week, about, I think, around Wednesday, before we began to see the correction. Don't forget, this analysis, most times, they can take you through to Wednesday to Thursday, but between Thursday, Friday, we start seeing those corrections, okay? So this week again, I'm bearish. The market is structured to the downside. You can see that when we started trading this zone. I will be looking for price to take out this last low again. If you want to be really conservative, then let's take it this way. First level, 0.58862, but ultimately we're looking for 0.5870 level. Don't forget interest rate decision across board for all Australian dollar pairs, okay? Now going into some of my best pairs for the week, that's GBP NZD. GBP NZD, I'm looking to go long on this pair. So this was an interesting pair. Again, last week, we looked to go long on it. We achieved our target. Going into, let me show it to you. Just a moment. So we're able to hit our last target here, which was the last high, just immediately, and then fell short. Into this week again, I'm expecting price to make a retracement, probably not. But then I'm looking for price to take out this high again, all right? It's about 217 pips, So let's look for price to make that rally. Interesting trade for me. I like the setup I see here. Next on the list is NZD card. NZD card, there it is. NZD card, last week again, we traded to take out the last low. Look at that. Price was able to give us that break below the last low and even extended. So I'll take out the targets from last week. And we already have a nice pullback, but I don't know. I don't believe price will make it past this. But then if he's able to make it past, why not? Anything can happen in the markets. Will it make it past this level? But we have a nice pullback. So what I'm expecting to see, is price to, retrace into this level and then start making a sell-off again into the 0.8025 level. Look at that structure, okay? We've been trading this sell-off for quite some time now, and I believe we still have some nice more pips to make from this particular pair. That's NZD card for you. And last but not the least is NZD Swiss franc. NZD Swiss franc, that's the last pair to analyze for the week. And let's look for it. There it is. And this is a nice trade from last week again. We fell short from achieving our targets. The market started price, yeah, we started the week here. We sold off, fell short from our target, which is 0.5431 level, just some few pips to it. Massive sell-off. So this week, I'm expecting more price to take out this level again, which is 0.5431 level. Let's see how that plays out. Look at the structure, really nice setup. So these are my pairs I'll be looking to trade for the week. Well, I hope this analysis has been helping you to understand the Forex market even better. If you're a fan, why not share this link to a friend, ask them to join us next week again. Give us some comments if you have any questions, areas you would like us to improve on, why not? And don't forget to hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Until next week, don't forget, risk management is key. Your psychology is key to any successful trading in this market. So until next time, bye-bye. This is Gabriel. Bye.